All right, let's do this, or it ain't never gonna get done, and then this stack over here is just gonna keep getting bigger and bigger. Hey everybody, it's Drewski McGillicuddy, and this video's a long time coming. It's so long time. Wait, that's fucking terrible. Let's start over again. Hey everybody, it's Drewski McGillicuddy, and this video's a long time coming. That is to say, I sure have been piling shit up over there, so this one's gonna be a big one. Now, I want to apologize first and foremost to Gareth Packham, because I noticed that his name hadn't been on the patron card. Sometimes I get distracted when I'm doing things and things don't work out as planned. But he was still nice enough to send me some posters all the way from the UK. But I lost the video footage, so I'm going to show you the two that really matter. He got me the Resident Evil poster. I mean, these are just the little lobby posters, like, you know, like when the movie premieres, sometimes they'll give out the fancy little posters, and he was hoarding them. So he sent me the same package twice, only there was a different poster in each one. Other than that, I have a couple different posters. But, you know, these are the two that I definitely wanted to showcase in this video. Other than that, thanks for the posters. I will find a space for them along with the other ridiculous number of posters that I now gotta find frames for. Thanks a lot, asshole! Also, before we get started with the found and the wild stuff, a good friend of mine, you might know him as Devon Graham, sent me his debut album on vinyl, and it's Duk Koo Kim. I think I said that right, Duk Koo Kim. And I feel like I've seen this image before, but I cannot put my finger on it. But apparently it's him on vocals and guitar, and then Christian Hannah from over there, Christian Hannah Horror, is on bass and whatever the hell B2 is. I don't know. I did get to hear just a little sample of this, probably the song 5970. I don't know, but Devon Graham had played it on his Facebook page, and then I was like, wow, I didn't know you had the voice of an angel. So one of these days, maybe we'll pop that out and review it. I'll be honest with you, I like the way it looks when the back. Now, normally I would blur out the background, but since I'm trying to show you a bunch of stuff and I don't want it blurring out, don't worry about it, all right? Just watch the goddamn video. I did have this in some kind of order, but it's been sitting over here piling up for 3 weeks or better, so it's gotten out of order. So some of the stuff's from Goodwill, some of the stuff's from Half Price Books, and some of the stuff is from Arcade Legacy. And hell, some of the stuff's from Big Lots. It doesn't matter where each thing's from. Just know that I didn't necessarily pay more than $5 for any particular Blu-ray that I'm about to show you. I'm not the biggest fan, but the secretary kind of likes them, and that's Underworld. I don't know. I'm more of a Blade guy, but I figure, what the hell, $3 at the Goodwill? I'll watch it again, see if my opinion has changed over these past 10 some odd years. I don't know how long ago. What the hell year did this even come out? 2007. Also, another movie that I didn't necessarily pick up on. These are terrible. It's just terrible, everybody. I picked this up, Reign of Fire. Now, this came out at a time when Napster and LimeWire were a thing, and that's how I watched part of this movie, I should say. It was on bootleg on a 13-inch computer monitor back in 1999 or 2000, whenever the hell it came out. It was on bootleg. It might even have been after that. I don't know. Point is, terrible quality, so I didn't really finish watching the movie and never found any need to go back and revisit it just to make sure that there wasn't something wrong with me. So I figured I'd pick it up because it's got Christian Bale and Matthew McConaughey, and they're fighting fucking dragons. Like, that just sounds awesome, even though I didn't really, don't worry about that. Now, this movie I got from Big Lots. It's still got the price tag on it. Bad Milo. And I highly, highly recommend all of you go out there and buy this movie, and you can thank me later. Little backstory on the movie. It's about this guy. He's got this intestinal problem, and that intestinal problem being this little monster inside of him that pops out his butthole and kills people whenever he gets pissed off or something like that. It's like the Incredible Hulk, but instead of him turning green, he's got this like poop monster. But he's not a poop monster. The sticker's covering his face, but he really is. He really is adorable. Anyway, another movie. Yeah, they're all another movie. Anyway, The Signal. This came out right around the time that I started working at Blockbuster. I don't know if I was working at Blockbuster, but I definitely had the MVP pass. And I saw the trailer for this, and it looked incredible. And then I watched the movie, and I was lukewarm. But, that was all those years ago. Like I said, it's fun to go back and watch movies you haven't seen that you weren't necessarily sure about. And I figured for $3, it's worth revisiting. And that's The Signal. It's about a signal, and it makes you go crazy. And then, I figure, what the hell? I'll pick up Machete. Now, I thought this was going to be horrible. And it's kind of, it's whatever. But it's a fun time. I had a fun time with it. I even had a fun time with Machete Kills. So that's Machete. And then I remember watching this back when Netflix first became a thing. Well, I guess they hadn't first became a thing. But you know what I'm saying. Apartment 143. Now, this is a found footage movie. I guess it documents these people moving into this haunted apartment. I don't really remember much, but I remember it being decent enough for me to pick up for $3. So, there's another one I need to get called The Pact. I have it pop up here. That movie was pretty darn good. Now, there's a second one, but I never watched it. Just like there's a second one of these, but I never watched it because I hated this one. Why the fuck did I even buy this? Have you seen the ABCs of Death? Fucking terrible. There's maybe like 4 or 5 letters in the entire thing that are even worth a fuck. The rest of the shit, I have no idea. F is for fart. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, then I bought this because, I was misled. I thought that was Roseanne Barr for sure. Sure enough, it's not. This movie came out in 1979. Not to be confused with Silent Night, Deadly Night. This is Silent Night, Bloody Night. And it's supposed to be so god-awful terrible that it's god-awful wonderful. And there's only one way to find out, and that's popping it in and watching it. Now, if ever I stop procrastinating and start actually watching fucking movies again, maybe I'll review it. But we don't know. We have no idea what's in store for me, what's in store for this channel, because the world's falling apart, and I can't take it anymore. But I can finally watch Leatherface and see what all the hubbub is about. I don't think there is any hubbub when it comes to this movie. I think this movie pissed a lot of people off. Hell, even the cover of it kind of pisses me off. It's like they blatantly ripped off Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning cover, and was like, oh, we'll just do that. We make him a little boy. And then have him be nothing like Leatherface. Oh, shit. Okay, that one might be Anyway, I got a watermelon smashed once because I had never seen this movie, even though I owned it. I got the fancy collector's edition DVD. Now I got the fancy regular old Blu-ray, a Reanimator. So that's exciting. I'm excited to watch this with everybody. I already reviewed it. But I don't know if anybody watched it. You could probably go watch it by clicking right here. Isn't that what these YouTubers do? They point to the top left-hand corner, but there's nothing really there. You could just go fucking type in Drewski McGillicuddy Reanimator review, and it might come up. Go watch it. It's pretty funny for what I know. I don't know. I have no idea. And I figured since they're going around canceling everything wholesome and good in this world, I'd pick up the Andy Griffith Show because, you know, this is where I got all my morals and values from. Something the world isn't too keen on these days. Why have morals and values when you can go burn shit down and call everybody a racist? You know what I mean? I mean, what's the point of having fucking morals and values if everybody's racist? I don't know what's going on. That's why I haven't made a fucking video, okay? To be perfectly honest with you, I can't make videos anymore because it's hard for me to keep my fucking mouth shut about current events. Anyway, Iron Man 2. Hey, wait a minute. I messed up. That's to go with Iron Man 1. Now, I got both of these at Goodwill at 2 different times. Now, I was going to buy Iron Man on 4K to watch on my 4K TV, but it was like $30. $30 for a movie that came out in 2008. Get the fuck out of here, Disney. Who do you think you are? Huh? Not to take away from me talking about Iron Man. Iron Man, the first one. Like, the second one's all right. The third one's all right. But Iron Man, the first one, they'll never top it. Cannot be topped. It is probably, like, as far as Marvel goes, let me reiterate and say as far as Marvel goes, Iron Man, the first one, is still the best. Like, sure, I enjoyed Infinity War and Endgame, maybe even brought a tear to my eye. But just something about the first Iron Man is just hits all the nails on the head at the same time. And it comes together to be one of the best superhero movies of all time. So one of these days we'll sit down and definitely review the Iron Man movies. Now, as far as the rest of that crap, I don't know. Anyway, I picked up Joyride. And I'm going to be reviewing Joyride real soon because I watched this with that 9-year-old kid, right? He's all the time talking about, I don't want to watch a movie. I don't want to watch a movie. I turned this movie on. I don't even think he was noticed that we was watching the movie. Next thing you know, he is glued to the TV and doesn't even want to leave the room. Like, he's just infatuated with what's going on screen. And, like, I always remember this movie being, it's all right. But watching it recently, damn, like the performances, even Paul Walker, because I hate Paul Walker. Like, there's only 2 movies I like with Paul Walker in them. This and Running Scared. Other than that, he's just, you know, I can't stand him. God rest his soul. Anyway, I was up at the Arcade Legacy, and he had something about Microwave Massacre from Arrow. And it was like, the movie's called Microwave Massacre. Like, what the fuck? Oh, and apparently it's only 76 minutes long. And it's got an Arrow release. I have no idea. But I kept seeing these go around the horror community talk about, hey everybody, I got this Microwave Massacre. Knowing damn good and well, ain't none of you ever fucking heard of this goddamn movie. But we about to find out about it. Oh, I picked up a video game. The Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. Now, it's been a long time since I've gotten, you know, into fighting games. Like, I used to fucking whoop everybody's ass. But it's been a long time. And now I've got this. Now I gotta learn how to play again. I don't know. Like, is Tony Hawk's coming out soon? I'm gonna have to learn how to play that all over again. Oh my god. Oh, and just so you know, if I like pointed to something and it didn't pop up, it's because this video is going way too long and I probably don't feel like editing a bunch of shit. But I picked up Mickey's A Christmas Carol, and you goddamn better believe this Christmas we're reviewing it, because I am obsessed with A Christmas Carol. Like, I want every single copy known to exist. Just like Night of the Living Dead. Like, I am the exact same way with Night of the Living Dead as I am with A Christmas Carol. I gotta have the George C. Scott. I gotta have the Muppet Christmas Carol. I gotta have the one with what's his name? It's like black and white. Alistair Sims. I love A Christmas Carol. One of the greatest stories ever told. A lot like The Breakfast Club. I had the opportunity to buy the Steelbook. The Steelbook looked like a locker with a little bit of spray paint on it, and I totally should have grabbed it when I had the chance, but I didn't. But I still picked it up for $4. You know, I might even pop this motherfucker in right after I'm done with this, because I haven't seen this movie in so goddamn long, and honestly, if I didn't have to fight with myself to talk, like, you know, to sit there and make one of those best movies of all time list, it'd be hard pressed for me to not put this on there, just because of how many times I used to rewatch this movie over and over and over again. But then, you know, it makes me think that just because I watch something over and over and over again doesn't necessarily mean that it belongs on a greatest movies of all time list. And this movie would be a perfect example of that, because a lot of people think that this movie's terrible. It's terrible. But I watched it over and over again, and I know you did too, you fucking pervert. But yeah, who didn't want to watch Jesse Spano bear all and just, you know, give one of the worst fucking performances of all time? I don't know, it's been a long time since I've seen this, so that's going to be fun to sit down and review.
I'm so excited! I'm so scared!
I think a lot of people will be looking forward to that, but who knows when that's going to happen? That's the problem. Because I'm a procrastinator. I'm terrible. I'm absolutely fucking terrible. And I'm sorry. I got Blade 2. Now I can watch Blade 2. I need to get the third one on Blu-ray because a lot of people hate the third one. The only thing I hate about the third one is Wesley Snipes. Because I don't know what the fuck. Like, I guess the second one went to his head, or was he always a fucking asshole? I don't know. But if you listen to the stories about the third one, it makes you not even want to watch it. But I liked it. I saw it in the theater. I enjoyed myself. I like X-Men Origins Wolverine. Okay? Pretty much any movie I've ever seen with Ryan Reynolds in it, I liked it. Green Lantern, I didn't think it was the biggest piece of shit I ever seen. Now, could have done without the CGI suit, but Ryan Reynolds, you know, he saved it. But yeah, Blade 2, directed by Guillermo del Toro, one of the greatest fucking directors of all time. So, and I feel like I've only seen this one once, which doesn't make any sense because I have all three of them on DVD, but we don't need to worry about that. We gotta get fucking going. We're running out of time. A History of Violence starring Viggo Mortensen. Apparently it's based on a fucking graphic novel or some shit like that. But the secretary hasn't seen this movie, which doesn't make any sense to me since Return of the King is one of her favorite movies. And this is one of her favorite actors for one of her favorite movies. He's also in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 3. He's also in A History of Violence, which is a fucking badass movie, and you should watch it. Fucking Live Free or Die Hard for $2? What am I, stupid? Now, sad thing is, the only Blu-rays I have of Die Hard movie, that's the first one and this one. I don't even necessarily know that I've ever seen the second one, and Die Hard with a Vengeance is my favorite. There. A little something you didn't know about me. Oh, look, I got another John Hughes movie, 16 Candles. One of the other, you know, greatest teen comedy from the 80s. Yeah, that's right. Something like that. Anything fucking John Hughes put his fucking name on, with the exception of Ferris Bueller's Day Off, is the greatest thing ever. I just hate Ferris Bueller's Day Off. It's more Matthew Broderick than anything. But anyway, I also hate Pretty in Pink. I don't know why. I just can't get into that fucking movie. But all of his other movies are fucking phenomenal. Also, coming this Christmas, a Trading Places review. Now, you look at what's going on in the world today, and then you go back and you look at this movie, and it makes you wonder. I'll leave that up to you to decide what that makes you wonder. Oh, speaking of Marvel movies, I picked up The Incredible Hulk. Now I can get rid of my fake-ass DVD version. This feels heavy. wow, it's digital copy disc. It's got it all. But yeah, I figure, what the hell? What the hell? I haven't watched this since Blockbuster was a thing, and Ang Lee's Hawk really, really, really pissed me off. And then this Hawk really, 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 really pissed me off. And then Mark Ruffalo, you know, he never got his own Hawk movie, which people say, can't even talk. People say Thor is a good. People say Thor Ragnarok is a good Hawk movie, but it's not necessarily a Hawk movie. I want, like, go back to the, as much as everybody talks about how much they hate origin stories, well, they fucked up the origin story in Ang Lee's Hawk. This Hawk, I don't even necessarily remember if it was an origin story or what the fuck was even going on, or if it was supposed to be some kind of sequel to Ang Lee's Hawk. All I know is both versions of the movie, they fucked up Bruce Banner, okay? As much as I love Edward Norton, he's not a good Bruce Banner. And whatever that other guy's name was, Eric Bana, fuck that guy too. All right, so I picked Stonehurst Asylum up. This is supposed to be really, really good. It's got a 6.8 on IMDb. There I am pointing again. It ain't even going to pop up. Watch. See? Nope, I don't even know what I'm talking about. But it's got a 6.8 on IMDb. And for a horror movie, that might as well be a fucking 10 out of 10. You know what I mean? Have you ever noticed that? Have you ever actually went and looked up your favorite fucking horror movies on Internet Movie Database and seen the fucking god-awful scores they have? Like, look at any of the Friday the 13th. Hell, even look at any of the Halloween movies. Look at the scores. Don't make no sense. What the fuck am I going to do with all this shit? We're almost there. Calm down. You don't have to stop the video. Just keep watching. Because I picked up Sinister on Blu-ray. It ain't even open. I had it at the Goodwill. It wasn't even open. Somebody bought this shit, decided, you know what? I'm going to be a little bitch and buy it digitally and save myself some safe space. Yeah, you would like some safe space, wouldn't you, bitch? Shelf space. That's what I was looking for. I got no shelf space. I mean, you can't even see the other ones. Like, these are just going to go get stacked up somewhere until I find another shelf. Oh, my God. I'm not even the biggest Resident Evil movie fan. Now, the games, on the other hand, shit. Greatest game franchise of all time. If you discount Mario. But anyway, this sweet-ass steelbook, I had to have it. Hell is it? I had to have it. Even though I already owned the movie, had to have it. I don't even necessarily like this movie, but I had to have it because it's a steelbook. But no, I got a love-hate relationship with the Resident Evil movies because it's like, why? What the fuck were you going for? Who the fuck is this bitch? Where the fuck is Jill? Where the fuck is Chris? And then when they do get there, you're like, who the fuck is this? Thanks a lot, Paul W.S. Anderson, with your stupid-ass sounding name. Go fuck yourself. Got me all worked up. I think I'm losing my voice. I hope I'm not getting sick. So I picked up Bad Taste from the legendary Peter Jackson, the director of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. And you might remember he also did Dead Alive or Brain Dead to you lamers out there. Anyway, Bad Taste. I saw this once on VHS. Horrible quality, horrible tracking. I couldn't tell if it was supposed to be like that or if it was just a really worn out VHS tape. But we're going to find out because this is the fancy collector's edition DVD. We're going to watch it on a 4K TV one of these days. It's going to be exciting. So be excited about that, everybody. All right. I'm just going to show both of these at the same time. Cody Archer had sent me a picture like, look what I found at Big Lots. And I was like, oh, shit. I don't think mine has those. You ought to go buy them for me. And then I was like, well, let me go check. And, you know, because I don't want people having to buy me stuff. So I bought them myself. They're little head knockers that are solar powered. So when you set them in the sunlight, they go like this. Isn't that cute? Now, please, for the love of God, do me a favor. See that right there? Are you seeing it? It's like right there. Click that like button. Click that fucking like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. I'm going to start making content. I swear to God. And then there's other buttons up here. I've just clustered them together because I'm getting tired of fucking doing this. And then if you want to help me out on Patreon, all right, everybody. We will see you next time. I'm sorry that I've taken up so much of your time to show you a bunch of crap that I got that I didn't need. But I appreciate you watching. Check you later. Check you later.